A very good evening, everybody, and welcome to Train Sim World, where we are taking a look at the newly released Class 52, and we'll be playing a scenario which is apparently 80 minutes long. So here we are in game. The first task is to climb on board, so here is our doobie what's it, our loco, and the people in the chat who were saying where is the nameplate, well, we do actually have a nameplate. I guess in the screenshots I put on Facebook, they didn't show up or something, but anyway, there is a nameplate for it. I've been doing a lot of whinging about Train Sim World, so I'm going to try and make this video a little bit less whingy, and hopefully we'll concentrate more on what Train Sim World does have to offer. I think my opinions of Train Sim World are quite well known, to be honest. Right, so we're in the cab now. We'll set the master key on. Set reverser to forward, and we've got to set the track ahead of us, which is, I think we have anyway. To reach the coaches, first set the track out of the station, so we need to switch that point there. And as you can see, right, we'll just release the brakes. I've played a little bit of this loco already, and it's a nice looking loco, it has to be said, but the horn is a bit weird. Look, I mean, I don't understand in Train Sim why does it take so long. Train Sim World, why does it take so long for the handle to get all the way there? Like, if you do it with your mouse. Oh look, Class 33 pulling in. There you go. So we're gonna head out of the sidings now. We've just taken on fuel apparently. So we're running what is the return of a rail tour back to London Paddington. There was some discussion on the AWP Facebook group about why didn't they include a scenario on the Great Western Main Line, and if I'm honest, I wish they had, because as lovely as this is on a heritage route, this is a mainline diesel. Appearance is, well, quite simply spectacular. As always with Train Sim, the graphics, the looks of them, I mean, look at that. If I turn the hood off, that is one of the best looking diesels in any train simulator. It does add a little bit more scope to the West Somerset route and Train Sim World, but yeah, it's still a little bit limited as a game. But hey, it is what it is. You either like it or you don't. You either buy it or you don't. I just hope that Train Sim World will develop further with a little bit more locos than just one every few months. But we shall see. So we're just going out onto the main line now. Doobie-doo. Oh, slightly speeding there. It's nice to see a scenario where there is some empty stock sitting on sidings in the yards. Would like to see more stock added to the game. Things like, because in Minehead you've got DMUs and old coaches sitting on these sidings. So it would be nice to do if Dovetail could come up with some, run-down looking Mark 1s like most preservation railway or preserved railways have nowadays. Lines of run-down coaches which are basically falling to pieces. That would give it the real heritage railway look, as well as loads of wagons. Alright, so we're just coming up now on our run round position, so I'll just drop the brakes and we'll stop there. So set the reverser to reverse. Now earlier when I played this, I actually broke the loco somehow by trying to change ends. Don't really know how. Maybe it's a bug, maybe it's not, I don't know. So we've released the brake, haven't we? Okay, well it would help if I actually put it in reverse. I'm assuming because it's saying run back onto the stock that it has set the points for me. But we shall see. So we're running across the level crossing. I would like to see, like, these buildings look pretty good, but we all know that they can't use brandings or logos in the game. So I think there's a McDonald's, there's a Sainsbury's or a Morrison's around here in real life as well. You know, it would be nice to see some more realistic looking scenery rather than bland buildings, you know? I'd like to see... I mean, the thing, I never understood, like, McDonald's, as an example, use McDonald's. It's not as though you can really copy and pretend that you've created the brand realistically, can you? If you turn around and say, oh look, I've invented McDonald's, I think a lot of people are going to sort of not believe you. So you can't if you put a branding in this game, what's it going to really do? It's just daft. What I am quickly going to do is start Randycam in the background, just so I can take some screenshots while we're playing. So I will come to the chat as well, because I want to try and keep you guys involved. So I'll just turn off the HUD. I'm going to be taking as many screenshots as I can during the game as well, because the visuals in this are just brilliant. I mean, look at this. So I think we're going to be pulling a 7-coach train, which on this route, well, in Train Sim World, for some reason, they only seem to like giving you 5 coaches. They don't really like giving you any more. So we'll go to our number 3 view and pretend to be a shunter. There's people watching me coupling up. Come on, driver, bring her back. Oh, too fast. Slow down, you lunatic. Stop. It's a bit difficult to do this while you're in this view because the camera moves with, kind of moves with the logo. That's a better speed for buffering up. Well, it's nice that the loco actually bounced on the buffers a little bit. Right, so we'll go back to the cab, we'll put our HUD back on, so we'll put the reverser in engine only. We will dump the brakes completely. It didn't really want an emergency application. We will put the handbrake on, because we're leaving the cab. Because, I mean, in real life I would have a shunter doing this, but, you know, whatever. We need to go out this way, I'll lay up, fall onto the track, and we need to go and couple up the coaches. Do. Okay, I have no idea what happened there. I'm assuming that the loco doesn't have any form of Buckeye. The buffers, I don't know what I've done. Okay, well, I'm assuming it's fine. It went weird for a minute there. Okay, alright. Lay up. And back into the cab. We've got a second man all of a sudden. Hello, you shall be Jeff. Hiya, Jeff. Jeff, the second man. So we're now back in the cab. We'll put the reverser to forward. You're ready to go. From here, the train is scheduled to call at Willerton, Bishop's Lydiard only. Okay, cool. So that's it then. Next stop, Willerton at 16:22. And it's now 15:54, so we've got about 30 minutes until we get there. Apparently, Reese press 8. Ooh, look at that. I guess 8 is the free view. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna watch the train depart now. I have no idea what just happened there. I will take a quick screening. Something which Dovetail need to implement is the ability, like in Train Sim, where you can move the camera vertically up and down. And we're off! Yeah, we're just going to completely pretend that I didn't put the handbrake on. You didn't see any of this. We'll gloss right over that. I wonder if the handbrakes are on in the coaches as well. Handbrakes are off here. Brakes are off there. It would help if you took the loco brake off as well, Reese. Right. Let's try again. Third time lucky. There we go. Okay, so 10 mile an hour in station limits. I mean, how nice would it be to do a full run, you know, like from Bishop's Lydia to London Paddington? Why are we accelerating? The throttle is off. The throttle was not off, apparently. We'll just bring the speed back a tiny bit. Okay. And we'll turn the hood off because I want to try and do this generally without the hood on, because if you look at the hood it irritates me. I know the railway. I don't really know the speed limits as such, but meh, it's close enough. I think there's no sign here that tells you when you can speed up, but there you go, just no sign. Alright, power. Pushing up to 25 mile an hour. Full power. Jeff, you're going to have to do a better job of warning me of things like that. What speed? That's 26. Whoops. So, everybody watching the stream, what is our thoughts on the Class 52 diesel hydraulic right now? The sounds seem a little bit dodgy at the moment. I don't know why that is. Alright, Stephen Jones says hello, JMA says 7930 says the loco brake is on. Yeah, I'm now aware of that. Mark says hello, hello Mark. Liam's layout handbrake is on. Yeah, I'm aware. Alright, what do you guys think about the Class 52 so far? I think it's a nice loco. The Western looks good. Needs work and a lower price. Well, I don't know, a lower price because all the DLC that came out for Railworks was all $11.99. I think the price is fine. It's just that I would have liked to see more liveries included. Even if they wanted to do it model train style, where you get one livery, you could have released like 5 different packs, but each pack has got a different livery. SJB Media 1996 says he's more of a high mech man. Well, unfortunately, it's not a high mech. It is a Western hydraulic. So, you know, I suppose I better start slowing down here. To 5 miles now for this crossing. Penn Dennis Castle is asking, am I going to do live streams about the CR439 class and the Caprotti Black 5 as well at some point since they were released today? Well, I was actually going to mention that they were both released today. However, the 439 class I've already done a live stream of. I did it when it was still work in progress. I don't know if you remember. I guess not. And the Caprotti Black 5, I was not expecting that to be released today, so I would have done a live stream of that tonight, to be honest, but here we are. I'm doing this one instead. But oh well. It is what it is. George Kimber says, hi, it's cool. Excellent grammar there. We're just pulling into Dunster Station. Terry Bartlett is in the chat. What does Terry say? My thoughts, it's lovely. One of my favourite locos in real life, the Western Hydraulic, the 52s. Oh, I better stop. And we've stopped. And that was bloody pointless because the next stop is Willerton, so I don't know why I actually stopped there. Completely on autopilot there. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for pointing that one out. So off we go again. I was just testing the brakes. Guys. That's all I was doing, testing the brakes. The brakes definitely work. So we can push up to about 10 mile an hour, I think the speed here is. The whistle is the sounds on this are a little bit buggy for some reason. That's what I've noticed. So 10 mile an hour across this level crossing. It'd be nice to see moving traffic on the roads. You know, sort of the cars interacting with the level crossing and the train and all that stuff. All right. What else have we got? SJB Media says, if you have a dump file at this station, is it a Dunster file? Are you sure, Franny? Reese, what would you give this out of 10? Well, I would. The loco itself is stunning, so I'd give it a 9 out of 10, actually. The reason I'm giving it a 9 is because there seems to be a little bit of with the sounds for some reason. I can never understand, where does the speed increase here? Because suddenly, like, there's no signs. Is it just a milepost? It just goes, burf, 25 mile an hour speed limit. Or is it just once you're clear of the level crossing? Well, it's still 10. See, now I don't understand why. Like, surely it should go up to 25 now. If anyone volunteers at the West Somerset Railway, just let me know what the reason is for that. Right, 25. Okay, come on, Jeff, let's go. And now we are at absolutely full power. There is some clag, but I would expect for Western Hydraulic for there to be a lot more clag than that. The other thing I noticed is, I'm getting a bit of lag there for some reason, is if you hold the horn and then wave your mouse around, yeah, 31. Whoops. Wait a minute, why is the reverser in engine only? Okay, you've got engine only in forward as well. Okay, that's interesting to note. Brakes on. So we've been speeding a little bit. JMA 7930 says, I can't wait for the Class 14s to be done. I gotta be honest, if there was a Class 14 in this game in Train Sim World, I would be quite excited for that. The 09s are nice, but yeah, I mean, it's always nice to have new locos and stuff. D1015, hold the return working for Churchill's funeral train. Reese, could you read my last post, please? Chris McBride, I have no idea what your last post was, so no, I cannot. Is that an AWS RAM? Don't tell me that the West Somerset Railway has got AWS. So the distance signal is at red, so I'm assuming it means we're gonna have to stop in the station. I am gonna have to slow down to 15 miles an hour up ahead. We're just running along the beach. Over in the distance, even though you can't see it, would be the South Wales coast. That would be Barry and Cardiff over there. And the home signal is now green, so yeah, awesome. So we're down to less than 15 miles per hour now. Stephen Jones says we need steam. You are absolutely right, sir. This route should have been released with steam. And I know there's loads of people who go, oh, we have to wait for it to be ready. Well, shut up. Basically is the simple answer. Shut up. It is again the Angry Welshman stopper. Yes, AWS, Angry Welsh stopper. I love the look of that signal. Beautiful. It's just all the visuals, with exception to those camping coaches, which are a little bit cheap and nasty. They are a scenic object, of course, but the rest of it in-game looks amazing. So we're down to 5. We can actually go a lot faster than that. My speeds are all over the place. I need to do some more route learning, chaps. The G-Man. Hello, G-Man. Welcome to the live stream. There's a person about to walk across the level crossing. No, she's not. She is going to go on the station. Level crossing gates are closed. No traffic on the road. Blue anchor. Hello, lady. Don't walk too close to the train. Choot choot. That's not a sensible thing to do, mate, having your back to the track. So we're going pretty slow through Blue Anchor Station. And I've got a green signal up ahead, so I'm going to go ahead once we pass and just open the taps and off we go up the bank. Blue Anchor up to Washford, which will be quite a decent run, I think. Caravans. I just can't wait. Once this route gets steam, I will play this game a lot more than I am at the moment. Blue Wanker. Yes, Blue Wanker, Nathan. Ryan Hughes. Hello, Ryan. Welcome to the live stream. So now the speed limit's still 15. It is fresh. It feels fresh to have a new diesel to drive in this game. I think we do need like a multi-pack or something just to get us more. It would just to get more interest in the game. I think it seems, part of me seems to think that they're not putting much time and effort into developing this game further because no one's taken up any interest in it. But they're not taking up any interest in it because there's not enough content, and it's as simple as that, really. There is just not anywhere near enough content to keep the interest. That's why I know people keep saying, oh, you have to wait for it to be ready, but you know, the editor should have been finished. Because it is half a game. That's why people aren't interested. Nathan was just replaying the viaduct level of Sniper Elite 4. He shot a guy, he backflipped and got stuck in the loco wheels. LOL. And we're probably exceeding the speed limit again. Yes, we are. What a surprise. Reese's speeding. What a surprise that is. Alright, we're off at the bank. It should start getting relatively steep now. The Johnler says the Somerset and Dorset should be the first steam route for Train Sim World. Well, that would be an interesting one, but gonna have to shoot you down a little bit there. It's not meant to be intentional or personal, but do you really want, again, the Somerset and Dorset to be released for, what is it, like the 5th time now? Do you know what I mean? It's not it's not that I'm complaining about it, because it would be lovely to see the Somerset and Dorset recreated with these graphics and with Steam, but it would just be like Rail Simulator when it first came out was Somerset and Dorset with a black 5 and 7F, Railworks when it came out, Somerset and Dorset, black 5, 7F, and then Train Sim World, Somerset and Dorset, black 5, 7F. You know, it gets repetitive. You got to do something new. And like, that's why I was gutted when the Great Western Main Line came out, and once again it was London to Oxford, where you think, well, that's not really the route of the Great Western Railway. The Great Western Railway is known for being London to Bristol. You know. Now we are on a steep bank now, so here we are. Full power. I've noticed that we need a lot more power to keep speed. Chris McBride says, Reese, did you know Di's number from over the hills is 53802? No, do you know what, Chris? I did not know that his number was 53802. I'm really glad that you told me that, because I didn't know. Which was the number of a real 7F and was withdrawn in 1960 and scrapped. And did I also mention that 53802 was the third 7F to be withdrawn? Oh my god, it's as though you went on Wikipedia and discovered some information. Yes, I already knew that, and that is incorporated in the story. Of course, Over the Hills, just in case you were wondering, is fictional, so they're not real locos. Well, they are real locos, but they were long since scrapped. Nathan says, how about the North Yorkshire Moors with a Heartbeat expansion pack, including Aidensfield instead of Gothland? Well, I mean, yeah, the North Yorkshire Moors would be an incredible pack to do, and I would definitely buy that. But if it was like the North Yorkshire Moors, but they released it with a Class 47 and a Class 09 again and called it a Diesel Gala, I would freak out. I think the best thing for Train Sim World to really dig up the interest, because when you release a new game, you have to make a bang. You can't just release half a game and go, there you go. It just doesn't work. You have to come out with a bang. I'll give you a good example of a game which came out relatively recently, U-Boat, and I live streamed it the other night. Now, when I was playing it, I was actually really disappointed. I've been looking forward to that game for a long time because I thought it looked really amazing. But then I played it and it is so buggy and just not finished. It's just like, why have you released it? Because it's not even close to being ready. And what's worse is they've charged for it, as though it's a new game. It's still early access, but it is nowhere near finished. So that with Train Sim World, I mean, I've beaten on about it, but you need to come out with a bang when you release a new game. How about, they've already done this for Train Sim 2019 or whatever it was the Exeter to Kingswear route, or you could do Exeter to Plymouth in these graphics, but release it, well, set it in the 1960s with Steam, introduce Steam to the route, you know, mainline Steam Railway and Train Sim World. I mean, that would be unbelievably good. You know, to kick off a new game, you could really capitalize on that. So we've just gone through Washford at 2.5 times the speed of sound. Put some braking force on just to slow us down a bit. Doobie Joe. And people have commented about the advanced method of, you know, like loco or the physics and all that in game. To be frankly honest with you, the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 40 and the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 37 still blow this out the water. I know Xavier Lighton Cole says I'm asking for too much. Yeah, I know. That's my problem, you see, is I'm too imaginative. I sort of take a game like this and I go, it would be so much better if you did this, this, and this. No, now you're being extremely negative, saying it will never have Steam. Washford, more like. That was Washford, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. That was somewhere else. It wasn't Washford, was it? I can never remember the station names. Oh crap, slow down, 10 mile an hour. Do you know what? It is too late to slow down for that. It's now 25 mile an hour again. Joby Joe. Just casually taking some screenshots. I mean, the visuals of this game are spectacular. Look at that. Oh yeah. Renner says, what Steam locos would I like to see in Train Sim World? Well, all of them. Yeah, I would basically like to see Steam full stop at this moment, because I want them to focus more on gameplay with Steam rather than just getting loads and loads and loads of content out. Get the basics right. I mean, I would love to see City of Truro, but if we're going with the Somerset and Dorset, or the, you know, the West Somerset sort of theme, we should go with what locos do they actually have on site. So, like Foxcote Manor, I think, is one. 2800, Large Prairie, the 7F. I think there's a 4F, or there certainly used to be a 4F on the West Somerset Railway. You know, if you came up with some Steam locos to add, and you could even include some wagons, you would really make this route in particular something that people will want. TSW has spectacular graphics, but with Train Sim and Railworks Enhancer, it's brought the graphics pretty close. I will agree that Railworks Enhancer has really added some new depth to Train Sim 2019. And it's, again, what I was saying in Facebook is that it's the third-party content which has kept Train Sim alive. I mean, it's reaching 10 years old. Actually, it's more than 10 years old. And it's still going strong with third parties still developing it. You alright, Jeff? Don't fancy making me a cup of tea, do you? If only we had a kettle. Oh, 84A. I'm assuming that this is Washford. I think it's Washford. No, this is Watchet. Again, 10 mile an hour. Jesus. Through the crossing, emergency brakes. So apparently Xavier is saying that there is, what's it called, Railworks Enhancer 2 is apparently going to change everything. Well, Railworks Enhancer has really made Train Sim look amazing. So I have yet to see what Railworks 2 or Railworks Enhancer 2 will look like. I think it'll be good. So we'll wait and see with that one. Oh, look at that! As a sky, you know, I was doing this the last time. The visuals are just incredible. JMA 7930 is asking why am I braking with the train brake rather than the local brake rather than the train brake. It's because I only want to slow down by a little bit of speed. I know really it's not great to do that because you'll be putting an increased amount of wear on the loco's brakes, but I find it's just easier if you just want to reduce your speed a tiny bit, just to use the loco brakes. Because the vacuum brakes, they're great because they brake the whole fitted train, so all the vacuum brakes on the coaches will brake as well. But it also takes time for them to be released when you want to take them off. I mean, I'm sure in reality that we would be able to see or hear the loco from a distance like this. So just out of interest, how many of you guys watching the live stream right now have got Train Sim World and have got the West Somerset pack and are going to buy this Class 52 diesel? Let's just get a show of hands. Show me your hands, people! Doniford Holt, and I locked Andy in that little hut and he couldn't get out. So now we've got a red signal up ahead because the distance is set to danger, so I'm assuming we're going to have to pass an oncoming train in. We're actually running late now, balls. It's because I've been cocking about with the speed. Oh look, the home signal is green. Again.
Hi, Ray.
Two minutes late arriving at Willerton by the look of it.
Reese!
Oh my god, who is that?
It's no one!
No one. Are you my conscience?
Yes!
Okay guys, apparently my conscience is talking to me. I'm really worried now. What is
You regret what you did to that boy at school?
Not really. He deserved what he had coming. He shouldn't have stabbed that squirrel in the face with a paperclip.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have then stabbed him in the face with the squirrel.
Yeah, I stabbed him in the face with a squirrel. Ooh. I think we've actually got... Is that James, by the way?
No.
Who am I speaking to?
Hello?
Yeah,
Who is this I'm speaking to, please?
yeah, that is James.
No, it's not.
Or is it Abdul? I'm speaking to Abdul the Indian train.
Abdul the Indian train. What? I'm totally not racist.
You are totally not racist. So, your audio quality is potato, by the way, James.
Yeah, it will be. I'm on my phone.
Oh, right, okay.
So, you're streaming the Western, right?
Yes, that's right, I am.
So, do you want to know my thoughts on?
What are your thoughts on it? Oh, don't tell me you're on the bloody toilet.
I missed it there, haven't I?
So you've been talking to me while you're taking a dump?
A piss.
Or a piss? It's nice to see some actual AI stock that's actually in use. And we're off, chaps.
So, how many stops have you actually managed to do correct?
Well, I stopped at Dunster completely by accident. On this run, you're only supposed to stop at Willerton and then Bishop's Lydiard.
Ah.
So I did stop at Dunster, but that was I was just testing my brakes.
Yeah, of course.
And they did work. They worked really well, actually.
Really?
Yeah, they passed the
So,
test.
was it a smooth stop or was it a very, very fast stop?
It was smooth, very smooth. It was because it was intended to be an actual stop. So I would have buttered the bread if it was an actual stop, but because I wasn't meant to stop there, then yeah. All right, we got 9 miles to go. So 16:50 is so in 20 minutes we're due into Bishop's Lydiard. That's not gonna happen. Power to the Soviet Union. Jaden Penn has arrived. Hello, Jaden Penn. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. It does feel like I'm getting a little bit of lag spikes every now and then, even though I'm getting like 50 frames a second, which is a bit bizarre. people are remembering Power from Superbug. Oh yes. Feel the clag. Oh, that's that famous scene that all the photographs are of. Joby Joe. So people are saying apparently this diesel looks like a red loaf of bread. It's an interesting analogy. Can't say I've ever compared a Class 52 to a loaf of bread, but okay. I'll run with it.
Didn't think you did running, Rick.
I don't do running, I do cycling. You know, when I can be bothered.
Cycling through the different taxi companies you can use because you can't be bothered to walk.
Yes. So what do you think of the 52 then?
I did tell you earlier.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I was just listening to the beautiful sound of a toilet flushing.
Well, it seems okay from the impression I get of it, but I mean it's a lot of money to get not a lot really.
Yeah,
But then
well,
that's always been TSW is a lot of money to not get a lot.
that is Train Sim World in a T, really. I mean, it's you're not going to get anywhere near as much content for Train Sim World. But I was saying to the viewers earlier that the way I wonder if they haven't got enough interest to continue developing it. But the reason they haven't got the interest is because they haven't developed it enough. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, I see what you mean. It's an issue because they picked a game engine that is very hard to work with for third-party content. So when it does eventually come about that third-party content is possible, I imagine it will solely be by publishing through.
Through Steam, you mean?
Yeah. But doing it only via Dovetail. So, I mean, you'll have Steam taking their cut, and you'll have Dovetail taking their cut, and they take quite a chunky cut. So, you know, it's not that lucrative for many people.
Which is gonna kill it, I think.
Yeah, because they can't make enough stuff on their own. People are constantly demanding new things, and it doesn't matter what they do because they're not making much stuff at all. There's always going to be loads of people who are on.
Aha!
Oh,
I'm
that's
here
better.
now.
That's a lot better.
Yeah, well, it will be.
You sounded like potato before.
I'm at my desk now. I was getting my dinner in the oven, you see.
Ah, so that's what you were doing in the toilet.
Yeah. I don't know why my internet's behaving like crap at the moment. Might have to restart my router. Oh, it'll probably be the fact that almost all my download bandwidth is being used because I'm downloading Mordhau. Whoops. Forgot about that.
Whoopsie.
Forgot about that. Downloading at like 9 megs a second and I'm sat here wondering why I'm getting a little bit of lag.
I wonder why I'm getting some lag. Just passing through Stogumber.
Did you just say Stogumber?
Stogumber.
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 My god.
This is a thing.
No, it's not.
It is.
No.
If you go to Somerset and you say Stogumber, they'll be like, oh yeah, I know the place.
Yeah, only because they can work out what you're actually trying from the way that you're saying it, which isn't the right way.
It is, it's perfect.
Oh my god. Kill me.
For the 32 people watching the live stream, is it Stogumber or Stogumber?
Stogumber.
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 That could be a meme video for us. Stogumber, Stogumber.
Oh god. No, wait, Reese.
What?
Leviosa. Leviosa.
Yes, exactly.
Leviosa. Leviosa. The sad thing is that I know quite a lot of people watching that stream are going to be too young to know what that's about.
Most likely.
That makes me quite sad.
Harry Potter is a thing
Not
of the
old.
past.
I'm not old!
Yes, you are. One of us. One of us. One of us.
Yeah, this game I'm downloading is eating up all of my bandwidth. Might be something that you're interested, Reese.
What is it?
It's called Mordhau, and it's a first-person medieval hack and slash. And basically you create a character, and you know every battle that you do and everything is all about progressing with that character. So you build yourself as a character and learn skills and get new weapons and uniform and bits and pieces.
Yeah.
It's I don't know whether you like stuff like that, but I mean it's I'm hella interested. It looks really fucking.
Does sound quite interesting.
It's also 10% off at the moment, Rick.
Ah, very good.
Up to 64 players in
Bloody hell.
some modes. Yeah, there's siege. You can be like an archer, or you know, use swords or other bits and pieces. There's loads of different bits, and you can even like be a guy that doesn't be a guy that doesn't do fighting and whatever, and just builds like defences and walls and bits and pieces instead.
Okay. Xavier Lightcall is asking when are we going to play Spin Tires again?
Whenever we play it again.
It'll be the next time that we play it.
Yeah. James, I'm 17 and still get it. Does that make me old? No, it just makes you cultured.
Scumbag. It makes you scum.
Leviosa!
Leviosa!
Stop, Ross! Stop! Stop it, Ron. Ah,
Arr.
stop it. Stop it. Stop it, Ron.
Oh, you're so cultured.
Stop it.
Xavier says, damn it, James. For those of you who haven't seen the Sea of Thieves stream that we did last night with the Dead Poachers, head on over to Twitch, www.twitch.com/the Dead Poachers Society.
Oh my god, no, that's completely wrong. It's not twitch.com/the Dead Poachers Society. It's twitch.tv/Dead Poachers Society.
Yes.
You should know this by now, Reese.
That one. Go to that. Go to that site.
This wig out of a bottle that still had the lid.
Because we were playing last night, and basically our ship got sunk. Two of us ended up stuck in a lifeboat somewhere in the middle of the map, and two of us got respawned with our ship somewhere.
Can I just clarify? It's worth mentioning the reason our ship got sunk was because we were attacked by the Kraken. So
yeah, that is true.
It's one to watch because I, the most experienced player, and I'm not that experienced anyway, I've never actually been attacked by the Kraken before, which you can probably tell from the way I reacted. I'm just going to go and get my pizza out the oven.
Okay. Wow, I'm getting apparently 60 frames a second. And it doesn't feel like it. So it looks like we've got a red signal up ahead, even though every time that's happened so far it's been green when I reached the home signal. Divins GWR Leviosa. Was it a Lazarus ship? Yes. Whatever that means. Oh, I need to slow down here. 20 mile an hour. Even though I don't think we're going into the loop. No, we're not. Which is a bit bizarre. I would have thought we would have been... because that's the down track. Oh well. Although we are... oh, there's a catch point. I've never seen a catch point in one of these games. I wonder if there's a catch point at the other end. Yes, there is. They've actually modelled catch points in this game. Even though they are actually only one rail, but okay, I can live with that. That looks spectacular. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. JMA 7930 says they are fixed distance signals, so they're always at warning. Okay, I didn't know that they were fixed. That is a new one for me. Yayan Dukes is asking what happened to Rob. Well, Rob's microphone stopped working, so he wasn't able to get it back up and running during the stream. But he decided he wasn't going to tell us that during the stream, which was a bit annoying, but oh well. It is what it is.
Yes. I'm back, by the way.
Hi James, how's your pizza?
Hello. Well, I haven't actually had any of it yet, but I do wish I had a whole pizza instead of only half of one.
That would be nice.
Yeah, but there was only half of it left, so...
So we're supposed to be arriving at Bishop's Lydiard at 16:50. We've got 6 minutes to get there. Somehow I don't think we're going to make it in 6 minutes.
And we're going to make it in 5 minutes, Reese.
It might be 5, it might be 7, it might be 9, it might be 85.
Oh. Very nice.
You really can get some really spectacular screenshots in this game. And when they do, eventually, whenever it is, come out with Steam, it will look bloody good. We got 34 people watching. That's more people than most other times I'm streaming. So, for everybody watching, how have you enjoyed the Class 52 experience? Train Child says, everybody like the stream now. Yes, please like the live stream. We've gone through 64 minutes and nobody's disliked it.
Okay, I'll fix that.
No! No, it's just nice that people aren't just randomly disliking it for no reason. But if someone genuinely dislikes the video, it's fine, I don't care. It's just that I've had so many videos that I've put up, and within like 1 minute of it being uploaded, there's a dislike, and you're like, well, you haven't actually watched the video, so clearly you've got no intention of watching it. You're just here to dislike it, so yeah.
Yup.
You know, what's the point? Why subscribe to my channel if that's what you're going to do?
I had that for ages. There was the fan group of another YouTuber was disliking my videos constantly, and the video that I put up when I revamped my Patreon campaign a few years ago ended up they all knew it was Patreon, so it was important. All of them jumped on it, and it ended up with more dislikes than likes, which is, I think, the only video that has that on my...
Yeah. I wonder which group that was.
Yeah, so do I. Oh, actually, no, tell a lie. There's another video that had the same thing happen to it, which was just me announcing that I was going to be regularly it ended up with 100% more dislikes than it had likes. 100%. So, yeah, that was another nail in the coffin for me. Not actually Twitch streaming.
So we are about 1.5 miles away from Bishop's Lydiard now. We got 2 minutes to get there. We're not going to make it. We'll be slightly late, but we have made up a bit of time. Jeff has been quite good. He's not said a bloody word throughout the whole journey. Well done, Jeff.
Excellent.
Like, in this game, multiplayer, but as in, you have to have like 2 people in the cab, so the second man is actually, you know, an active player. The guard could be an active player. You know, you could make it so interactive.
Yeah.
You know, like every passenger has tickets. You have to check that they've got tickets, so you can have somebody on the train to, you know, check tickets and stuff. I know it sounds a bit daft, but if you want to immerse it into and to make it a simulator, that would be the level which would be unique and amazing.
Yeah.
And I mean, you could set it as well if you gave the option to change it in the server settings. You know, how in depth do you want the railway operation to be? So you could have shunter. So you could have, say, you got 20 people in a server. You got like 4 drivers, so you got 4 trains running on the route. 4 drivers, 4 second men, or 4 firemen if it's steam. A guard for each train. You could have signalmen in each signal box. Shunters in the yards. You know, that would be... Oh, you know, that would just be amazing that you actually run it rather than just having signals changing every now and then. You know, you have like running it as a proper railway, and I think this route, the West Somerset route, it could be an opportunity for Dovetail to really capitalize on that principle. If you could make this route work for multiplayer sessions, you could prove the principle and then apply it to other routes that you make in the future.
Yep.
I mean, how insanely good would that be?
Yeah.
You could run your own, run your own digital railway. It's not just drive a train, it's running a railway.
Yep.
And I mean, for the people that would say, oh, people would just dick about and not do it properly, that's why you have people in charge of the servers. You can kick people, you can have a group of people that you play with, set up your own Discord so you can talk to everybody. A bit like the way you've done the multiplayer sessions for the S-Wave and Tipton route.
And all the other ones.
And all the other groups, but it would actually be in-game rather than doing it like as a separate thing.
A working multiplayer.
A working multiplayer. That is what I think is the future of train sim.
That's the dream.
That is the dream. It could be done. Will they do it? Probably not.
No, never. No.
What's the speed limit up ahead? Probably about 10, so I'll start reducing. And we're coming down the slope and we're just about to arrive at Bishop's Lydiard. Good thing I said 10 mile an hour because the speed limit is exactly 10 miles an hour.
Ah.
But like, you could actually have tokens, so you could have an actual token sitting in the cab, and then I actually, when I get to the station, I have to physically pick it up and take it to you, working on the next train. And you're not allowed to move without it.
Or hang it out the window.
Yeah.
And let the fireman grab it.
I mean, that's the level of simulation that I would love to see. I imagine we're almost at the end of the scenario now because we're just pulling into Bishop's Lydiard. There's a rather suspicious amount of Class 47 diesels everywhere.
Ah.
I would also love to see, like, when you finish a scenario, instead of just saying you've completed the scenario, well done, it could just come up and be like, would you like to continue playing?
Yeah.
But then you could also have, if you had more players, loco crews, cleaning, add dirty locos, you have to clean them out. I mean, the scope is just endless of what you could do.
Yep.
How late were we arriving? I think we were about 2 minutes, 1 minute and a half down, so it wasn't too bad. Lock the doors. That's our final stop on the West Somerset complete. Continue south to Norton Fitzwarren where the line connects to the national network. Oh, okay. We're going to continue on.
We're okay.
I didn't even know they'd modelled the route as far as Norton Fitzwarren, if I'm honest.
Yeah. I'm amazed you didn't know. I'm sure you've been there on a train before.
No.
You must have been.
No. Honestly, I've not. Honestly.
You must have been.
I haven't.
You must have been.
I haven't, James.
You must have been.
I haven't, James.
You must have
But
been.
James, I haven't. I haven't done it, James. I swear to you. I swear. I have actually been down to Norton Fitzwarren in real life during a gala, and I'm pretty sure
Yeah, me too.
it was it Foxcote Manor and the Large Prairie, and they were top and tailing, but they were just the Large Prairie was just doing all the work. We were romping up this hill. The loco at the front just kind of shut the reg and went, nope, can't be bothered. And the loco at the back was just like, come on! It was brilliant. Defense GWR is asking, are you going to the Pontypool and Blenavon Coal Train weekend? I'm afraid not, because I'm up in Hull. And I don't think I'm particularly welcome on that railway anymore anyway. Nathan saw Clan Line sat outside Victoria Station last week. Cool story, bro. Looks like my stream has derped. No, it's back. I think my internet went a bit weird for a moment there. So this is an interesting little development. Oh, James is starting Train Simulator.
Yes. I'm just having a first look at the beta version of the BR41 Reco.
Oh, nice. I'd be happy to stream that when it's ready.
Yeah, I do. It's a 282.
Nice.
There's not many of those in TS.
No, there's not. I don't think there's any, actually, apart from that, like, South African thing.
That's a good question then for the stream. Are there any 282s in Train Sim?
I can't honestly think of any. Unless, oh no, there is. Oh no, it's not. It's a 464, the Union Pacific 844. I think that's a 464, a 484 rather.
That's not two. I'm sure there must be one at least.
I would like to do a stream of that, the 844, but the problem is because it's so bloody advanced. I'm not.
There is a normal version.
Yeah, but what's the point in streaming the normal version? I'm supposed to be live
Oh
streaming.
my, Reese, dude.
What?
Make your mind up. Just pick one and do it.
Okay,
honestly.
fine. I'll do the non-advanced version.
You'll do the what?
The non-advanced version.
The non-advanced version. Okay.
1.6 miles to Norton Fitzwarren. Jaden Penn says, did I hear that the Union Pacific Big Boy moved under its own power last night? Yes, and I saw the video and I approved it on Facebook, so I am very happy to see a Union Pacific Big Boy in Steam and running again. First time in 60 years, so it is unprecedented for modern day, well, preservation at all, really. I'm hoping that Union Pacific do put it on some actual freights. I'm hoping that that's the plan. Like, I know she's going to be primarily running rail tours, and that's going to be her bread and butter. But it would be nice to see a couple of freight trains, especially over that pass. What's the long hill pass thing? Is it Techapi Pass that she was working on?
Tehachapi.
Yeah, that one. That was primarily the route that they were built for, I think. Was it that one? It was like a long uphill and then downhill pass over a mountain, and that was the reason that they existed in the first place.
I believe it was that one. I'm not sure.
Like, I mean, what a machine that they are, you know. Absolute beast of a machine, and I would love to see somebody make an advanced version in Train Sim. In fact, do you want me to go ahead and say it? Big Boy Techapi Pass, if that's the right one, in Train Sim World.
Oh, God.
If you wanted to kick... was it Sherman Hill? Stephen Jones says Sherman Hill and the Wasatch. Okay, Sherman Hill. Alright, fair enough. If you wanted to kick off Train Sim World and break into the American market, which I think would be a big thing for Dovetail Games to do, Big Boy, with full, you know, like Steam era route, with appropriate wagons and all that stuff on that route, with the Train Sim World graphics. I mean, how insane would that be?
Very.
That would be, well, it would be brilliant. What a way to kickstart a game. Oh, I got a slowdown to 5 miles an hour apparently.
Your mum has to slow down to 5 miles an hour.
Oh no!
Yeah. Oh. What? I've just gone into the scenario editor on Train Sim and it's just completely pitch black.
Oh.
Apart from the sky. And now I've gone into the scenario and it's fine. So what if I go back into the scenario editor? Will it work? Please work. I just want to do some beta testing. I need to take photos ready to open the pre-order tonight.
Nice.
But I don't have any screenshots right now.
So there you go, chaps. Everybody watching the stream, the pre-order for the, was it the Reco 54?
The BR41.
BR41. That is coming tonight, by the look of it.
Yeah, that's the pre-order that's opening tonight, not the release of tonight. Just to make it abundantly short for everyone.
So we're just approaching Norton Fitzwarren. Wiki says the Wasatch Mountains. Interesting. Oh, a new bid received. Okay, I am actually on the triangle now by the look of it. £38 for my Bully Pacific on eBay at the moment.
For God's sake, why does it do this? Whenever I go into the scenario editor, everything goes pitch black apart from the sky.
Pretty
I don't get
sure
it.
that that is not the right route. Well, maybe it is. An actual triangle here.
Oh, this is mega annoying. I'm gonna have to use a different route or something.
Is the route dead?
Well, it's just whenever I go into the scenario editor, everything's pitch black. But when I go in to play the scenario, it's fine. But how can I edit a scenario if I can't see what I'm doing?
That is true. I wonder, it'd be nice if they modelled the line right into Taunton. From here, you'll need permission to proceed onto the national network. I'm guessing that that's it. I don't expect we're taking her any further. Oh, have I actually got to go up to that stop board, have I? Right, okay. Contact the signalman. Okay, that's quite an interesting thing to do. Make me get out the cab. And that's it. So I just had to walk up to that stop board. Okay, well that's it. 20 feet, 23 miles driven.
Oh, good job, Bishop Her.
So, yeah, I was a few minutes late at Bishop's Lydiard by the look of it. Oh well. So everybody, that is the Class 52 diesel hydraulic, which has just been released. The link is in the description below to the Steam store. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. It's been a first look at the Class 52. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next live stream. I don't know when it is, but we will see you next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.